And a very good morning. It's Mark here at 8:55 Eastern Time. That would be 1:55 GMT. US session well underway. Let's have a look at the dollar index. Here's the daily. Another green day, another strong day. US dollar index, but looking a little bit differently. Bear in mind, yesterday the US dollar index struggled a little bit until we got the CPI data release. That fueled the US dollar rally, which we saw the whole of yesterday. Strong US dollar again. Today we had PPI data, which was released about 35 minutes ago. Looked like we're going to see strong US dollar again following that. But if I zoom into the shorter time frame, you can see that's the hourly. There's resistance at 107. There is support at 106.50. Kind of flat still. Looked like we could see, from a technical point of view, some kind of a turnaround. There's a double top. There's a bearish engulfing. This is on the intraday, on the hourly. Looked like it would materialize, but right now looking pretty steady at that 106.70 level. If we look at some of the major currency pairs, let's get me out the way. There on the Euro US, there is the strong US dollar the whole time. Little bit of a turnaround again, same as I pointed out on the US dollar index. We can see here, and that would be weak US dollar. Here we can see the euro trying to fight back after 104.94. Let's call it 105 support. It bounced up off that support, trying to find its way higher. Long way to go, but a little bit of resilience here from the euro this morning. Let's see if we can see a similar picture on the US yen. Again, I'm on the hourly. There's the big picture, strong uptrend. I drew this in earlier this morning to see if this very tight ascending trend line will still hang in. It did test lower. There's the wick you can see. So sitting right now at 156. That is the resistance level. And if we go back to the big picture, it's strong US dollar. You can see that. Will there be some kind of a turnaround? Will there be a reprieve? We'll watch and see how it translates later in the day. I'm going to the S&P 500, where I believe price action is still contained within this tight range you're seeing over here at the 6,000 level. Hasn't been able to make much headway. Same levels it's been at for four or 5 days. Let's wait until the equity markets open and see whether there will be a break above this resistance at the 6,051. Let's see if it keeps trading around the 6,000 level like it has been, or if we do get any kind of a retracement at all and a bounce off those numbers. What has been interesting this morning has been commodities. Gold also everything's trying to fight back against the US dollar. There on the daily, you can see very strong downtrend, made a new low this morning at 2,537. If I zoom in on the hourly, there's the little fight back that we're seeing from gold at this point. Formed that new support, that new low at 2,537. Now trying to fight its way back. Not much legs, not much steam just yet. I'm pretty sure this will depend on which way the US dollar goes when we see that trend. If we're going to see strong US dollar again and through the US session, strong US dollar, I don't know it'll give gold much cause or much reason to continue this little fight back that we're seeing right now. Oil has strengthened. Oil was sitting in that very tight range between $71.5 and $72.5. And there's the tight range I had in on the hourly, $71.5, $72.5, all the way up to $73 now. If we look at the big picture, Still the downtrend, but there's a turnaround. Yesterday, a kind of doji candlestick showing some indecision at those support levels around 71.50 and definitely trying to fight its way back today. Bitcoin, I guess with Bitcoin, there we're seeing, just look at this, higher highs every day, higher lows every day, strong uptrend. We know that yesterday we saw a close at 90, even though it went all the way up to almost 90, close to 94,000. Not that much today, tried a bit higher and tried a bit lower, but it seems that even when we do get some sellers at these resistance levels, whether it's profit taking, whether it's just a natural retracement, the buyers step right back in. Demand is there the whole time, and exactly like we see now, there's a little bit of a pullback, but even when we get these pullbacks, there we have a higher low from the last pullback. Here's another pullback, and as long as it doesn't get to this previous resistance that we had, we can move that resistance for now. Put in our new short-term resistance at 91,800. So there we have our intraday short-term resistance. Taking a bit of a breather right now. Like I say, judging by the past few days, every time we get a pullback, every time we get a bit of a breather, a retracement, some profit taking, the demand is overwhelming and the buyers do step right in. Good trading, guys. Keep that discipline going, and I will see you at the end of day.